Alright, so last time on Dungeons & Dragons Grave of Man, Skitter and I entered the tunnels beneath what used to be the port district. It was like the port, right? Of Zagnoth. Now overrun with plant life and verdant greenery. We found in the depths yet another green crystal. Cracked, not as complete or as nice as the previous one that had sat upon the pedestal, but we confiscated it and stumbled across the corpse of what we found to be the Grand Master of the Mages. And his spirit was still there, awaiting release or reincarnation. Apparently he had a contract with the Tabaxi that allowed him to come back. But he wouldn't be able to return so long as the dome was overhead. After asking for directions and some clarifications regarding the mages and the mages district, we then emerged and went along the path northward, only to find the desiccated forms of Fleshrender and his gang of Kenku. More
And we lost.
Huh? More ravenous than usual. Fleshrender ate the corpses of his own people and grew in size and might. We're able to fend him off only because of the skill of Skitter and the gang, as well as, well, actually, I misplaced a bomb. It was supposed to blow up in his stomach, but then he barfed it all over Greg, knocking him out. After Skitter landed the final blow, and were able to find a short moments of respite, we were surrounded by a horde of druids, and promptly knocked out. And I suppose now we've awakened inside a mysterious stone cell. And without Skitter!
Yep, that sounds about right. Alrighty. Well, Greg stands up, walks over to one of the walls, and gives it a little tappy tap with the back of his hand, and listens to see, like, how thick the walls are. And he has no idea.
Also, what are we wearing, and what's the
So
state of
you
our
guys
equipment and
are
everything?
wearing more or less your clothes. No armor, no equipment, no nothing. You have been thoroughly fleeced.
So my robe's gone?
Yeah.
Your robe of stars.
You are
Back
down to whatever.
normal.
Yeah, you are down to whatever clothing or
paint.
not clothing your character
Did
wears.
they scrub off my body paint?
No. You still have that.
That'd be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I feel violated.
What,
Did we
you
get a
don't
long
feel
rest?
violated already?
Yes. No, you guys
Asking the
feel
important questions.
nice and rested and clean, by the way. It looks like they might have sent you through a power washer or something.
Wait, how did we get sent through a power washer, but Drez still has his body paint?
His body
good
paint's
body
magical.
paint.
Okay.
His body paint protects him from, like,
Watch it be
sword
like
hits.
the latex
That shit's
variety of body
like
paint
water's
with
got
latex.
nothing on that.
All right, well, perception or investigate check.
Okay.
See if we
What are
can
you
find
investigating?
anything that isn't just walls.
Okay.
Since we're
So you look
apparently
around.
way worse off this time.
Yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately, I haven't had full time to add all the detail. I mostly just made a tile set. But more or less, what you see is what you get. The walls are stone. It looks rough cut, and actually, it doesn't look too far off of kind of the same type of. Well, it's made out of stone.
I see
You
nothing.
think it could be made out of wheat germ. You're not entirely sure, Lauren.
Well, this is bad. Last time we got Gorlar imprisoned, there was at least a jail cell with a convenient exit
Lauren,
hole. Remember?
Have you ever seen a wall before? Because they're not usually made out of edible. Anyway.
But
I'm gonna-
Drez, yours is enough that you notice that there are a little black, like, crystals kind of embedded in various points in the chamber that you were in.
Little black crystals.
Yep. They don't look too far off of spell crystals, but they don't, like, reflect light or anything.
Knowledge Arcana?
Actually, wait, no. Drez, I don't think you can see anything. Alarm?
Oh,
yeah, I think only
dark
Greg
vision?
can. Yeah,
Oh,
it's dark in here. There's no light
Oh, well,
sources.
then
There's no
conjure
light
flame.
source.
That's a. Is that a cantrip?
Yeah.
Okay, so in casting Conjure Flame, it takes significantly more effort than it has ever taken to cast a spell before. But you do
Whoa.
manage it.
Oh,
But
goody,
it
so
costs
we're
you
dampened.
a 5th level spell slot.
Damn.
Jesus.
That's a cantrip that costs us a 5th level?
No, he's saying that we're in trouble because our magic's dampened. He doesn't want me to cast Pass Wall to make a door in the wall.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking
Dimension
it's
door.
like if a bunch of druids wanted to imprison 2 spellcasters and an arcane knight, would they A, throw them in a rickety stone cell, or B, figure out how to shut that shit down quick?
I definitely had my spellbook open to
God, you
Pass
just
Wall.
broke the 4th wall. You're not supposed to talk about what the
No, you
druids
broke the
do.
4th wall by speaking of me. I just responded.
He called you God, and he's a paladin. That's normal.
No,
I'm not a paladin. I'm
He's
an
a fighter.
You're,
Well, why
you're
don't you
paladin
use-
adjacent. You've been a paladin.
Why don't you use the
body
voice
is
of the beast or
paladined.
something, Wander?
no.
Oh, he's dampened too.
You know what? No, that is actually a good point.
Well, the beast could just be like, "You guys are fools, don't you see?"
No,
Oh,
the
the
beast
voice.
is not. The beast is not dampened. Greg, you can hear him kind of humming to
That you're
himself.
calling Greg the
Oh.
beast.
Oh, no.
Hey, I mean, did you want to say something to him, Lauren?
At the moment, I'm just sitting here in the dark, wondering. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Drez does have light, though, but it's
Yes.
taken a very high level spell slot. Oh,
Where are the
alright.
crystals growing out of?
I'm
They
gonna be
look to
holding
have.
on to it for a while.
They look to have been kind of embedded in the walls.
I mean, they are black. Isn't that like the absence or the culmination of all colors and light and whatnot?
Yeah.
Depending on what system you're using.
Let's not get too bogged down in the semantics here. All right. What happened? I'm just gonna start breaking crystals off the walls.
Okay. In
Are
the
they
end, you
sticking
end
out?
up with quite a sizable quantity of them.
All right.
You're gonna make some strength checks. They're like pretty embedded in, like somebody was using stone shape to get them in there.
a
Oh,
couple.
they could be like reverse mana crystals.
Well, yeah, the natural mana crystals are blue and the druidic ones are green.
Yep.
And
How
then
many
the-
more do I need to do, God?
that-
There are way more than you're probably going to be able to pry out without starting to like dig through your fingers.
What
Ouch.
we're learning probably is that black crystals hinder mana.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're dampeners.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna hang on to these.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just
you
gonna
end
hang on
up
to 3
with
of these black crystals. I guess.
yeah. That's about 3.
Let's see. So nobody would
Okay.
have any trinkets or any bag of loot surprises or
Yeah,
anything.
unle-
like, no
unless
one-
you
no one
guys
has
have
tricks
been-
right now
No.
Nope, we've been had
Hiding
everything
stuff.
taken away.
hiding things naughtily.
Okay. well,
No.
no. Gross. Anyway, yeah. So we don't have anything. None of us have our inventories, right?
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
And spells, at least high level spells, are probably useless if a cantrip took a level 5.
Yeah,
That
I'm
means you
trying to think
can't-
of any.
Cast like even a first level spell because then you'd be going into 6th level spells, which we don't have access to yet, probably.
Am I wearing my
I'm trying to
shoes?
see if I have any cantrips that I can use. here.
They have taken your warp Jordans.
He has the warp Jordans. Oh, we gotta
yeah.
get him back.
I'm down to my paint.
Yeah, you are.
Alright.
You are down to your paint. Greg is down
They-
to whatever passes.
They even
his
took my
skivvies.
broken stick.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I think
Greg
Alarn is the one with the most amount of belongings, just because modesty.
Yep. Yep. I probably still have like my pants
What's on
and
the
boots and
roof?
top.
So you look up, and it's actually so. It looks like there might have once been kind of like a stone roof, but much of it has been replaced with wood. and there are like roots and stuff going down the walls.
Wait, wood
Oh.
and roots
Yeah.
with flame? I mean,
No, don't set the room on fire that we're in. Veto.
That's how you, I think that's how you die.
Yeah, I suppose we would suffocate potentially from
We'd
smoke
die via
inhalation.
smoke
I'm gonna-
inhalation.
I'm gonna reach up and start like feeling along the wood on the roof.
Okay. It's wood. Pretty tough
Have any
wood.
give?
No.
Oh. Do you have the ability to shape wood by any chance? Is that easier than shape stone? Drez?
If a cantrip's that hard, I can't do a whole lot.
Okay.
Well, I suppose we might just have to see what the druids want with us.
Wait. I got it. Greg, like, starts doubling over and, like, kind of, like, grabbing at his stomach.
Oh, really?
Oh no, I'm so sick. Oh, I got the poops. Oh no, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad
Time in a
poops.
row.
Make a bluff check.
Now, do I
I
have
did
to
deception.
do perception
That
or
counts, man,
insight?
right?
Oh,
or whatever
deception. Yeah,
to-
that is bluff.
Yeah.
Everybody else make perception checks.
To see if we believe him or
Perception
not,
checks.
or no, or see through his lie. Okay, Drez sees through it,
I
Okay.
can see everything.
whereas I'm
Oh,
probably
God.
gullible and actually think that he's in pain. Oh no, Greg, what's wrong?
Yeah.
It hurts.
Alard is
I gotta
real
poo.
concerned.
What did you eat? Like most recently?
Slugs. Lots of slugs. Terrible slugs.
Don't
Found
tell
a bag
me.
full of slugs. Ate them left and right.
Do they look like bananas? Cause then
They look like bananas. They look like apples. I don't know. They look like watermelons. Some of them, they were big. Those ones are bad.
Because if you had
Oh,
banana
no,
slugs, then your
that-
mouth would have been
They're gonna.
numb. But
We're gonna suffocate. They're all gonna stop being able to breathe because the farts stank. Oh no.
Pretend you ate the crystals.
Maybe if I eat one of these crystals, that will help make it feel better.
what?
Crunk, crunch. Oh, just eating this crystal.
I don't think those are edible, Greg. What are you doing?
I'm just nomming away. Crunch. Oh no. Oh, it made everything so much worse.
So
probably-
Oh.
You're probably
so wait.
perforations in
So
your stomach
as
and
Greg
intestines.
puts
What
the crystals in his mouth, his
I'm
like
not actually chewing them, you dummies.
yeah, but you're still
Anyway.
like putting it in your
Alarm
mouth.
thinks you are
It
because I
effectively
rolled an
is
11.
deadening the feelings in your like mouth. So Greg's more like after a while.
He's like Greg's like Jar Jar when he sticks his head in
Yeah.
the pod racer.
Yep.
I would know that because of my knowledge of Star Wars.
Greg, your tongue feels real slippery
Ah.
right now. It's very
Blah,
strange.
blah, 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 blah.
Now you sound like your Murloc impression.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Wait. Is he having like, I don't know, neurological
Wait, I
damage?
think he's actually having a stroke now.
Yeah.
Hey, people, the idiot's dying.
I turn towards Therese and I start pointing at my tongue a bunch. My tongue is gone numb. I can't say that. I can't say that. My tongue is gone numb.
I take no responsibility for this.
For being the stewards of nature, these druids are truly without compassion.
I don't speak
What?
that.
What do you mean? That's not like so archaic it's beyond understanding.
No, this. How would you think I mean you?
Oh,
The two of you. You think that you're the one I can't understand?
I thought that you were referencing like my language.
What is happening?
It's that's the deal. I don't think this is working.
I'm just concerned.
By the way, with
Greg
that
tops off
magnificent
his
perception
performance. Okay.
check, Drez, you do hear tapping on the wall
Huh?
that you're next to.
Okay, he
Ah.
hears it.
To your left. It's just like
Ah.
a dull tapping noise.
Does it mean anything? Are there patterns, or is it just regular?
No, it sounds like something is just kind of tapping away at the wall.
I knock back.
The tapping increases in tempo, but like not too much.
I knock back?
It's still tapping away, whatever it is.
Why are you knocking, Drez?
Listen.
Fair.
I suppose, do we have to have perception checks for that?
No. With him telling you and you putting your ear to the wall, you do hear like a tapping, maybe a bit of scraping. It's kind of hard to tell.
Do you think there are others down here, just like we are? Like, It doesn't seem to have a rhythm, does it? Or like it's a code?
I don't know Morse code, I think.
Yeah, I don't think any of you guys would be well versed in Morse code. You'd have to.
Because it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's true.
And now for that final performance. Oh no!
Do druids have cantrips? I mean paladins. Wait, you're not. He's a fighter.
Yes, his
Right,
character has
like-
cantrips, but he does
Shit.
not have spell slots nearly high
Oh.
enough to pull one off.
I
Oh.
don't have any spells I could cast aside from the cantrips. Anyway,
Greg,
Greg
the lame half survive.
melodramatically falls with as loud of a thud as he can muster to his untimely and heroic death of eating crystals and
Oh, he's
pooping
still pretending to
himself.
die.
Yep.
Lauren, you are
don't
very confused and very, very scared.
Greg, no! No! Won't.
Greg opens up one eye and just like looks around the room.
Wait!
Closes both eyes again.
Also, we do have a correction. Greg does know Morse code.
Really?
Does he?
Wait, no,
Because of US
Dimitri.
history?
Dimitri
Is it 'cause of
knows
US
Morse
history?
code.
Dimitri knows.
Dimitri
Yeah.
would.
Because
Yeah.
Dimitri knows U.S. history.
Yeah, I forgot
Except
about
nobody
that.
else would know Morse code, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
he can communicate with another world if we ever go through the alchemy gates into London.
I am not doing that. That was a weird plot arc.
She's completely panicking about his apparent death, and I'm like not even looking. Which is like, oh, there's a weird tapping over here while he's like over there dying.
Greg, no, but this
You were so young.
after coming so far,
I
only
can't tell how old bugbears are.
You monsters! I start like trying to jump
You
at the
blew
ceiling.
it all up.
At the ceiling, and I probably can't reach it because I'm much shorter than these guys.
Yeah.
So
Only Greg can reach the ceiling with his weird orangutan arms.
curse you. I try nudging him. I check for a Wait a minute.
You're allowed one
Wait a
more
minute.
perception check and one more deception
Well,
check.
how about like
Let's
medicine? No,
let's see.
Trying to see if
I
she's gonna
still
notice.
can't see. No,
Yeah.
my medicine check was
All right.
there.
God, a 0.
A 0? How's that possible?
Wow. Because you have negative charisma?
Negative. Oh.
We have negative mods in this party? Holy shit.
What would that even? Huh.
Wow.
Maybe he chokes on his own spit.
Wow.
And
Yeah. No, I think your performance was so good that Greg himself believes he is now dead.
Or he just accidentally does actually chew on one of the crystals.
Yeah, maybe.
Like he chokes on
I'm
the
trying to
crystals
figure
and
out
it
what
just-
the
it
hell
just
that
goes
would
bad.
happen. Like, how do you act so bad you get a nat 0?
It's pretty impressive, isn't
I
it?
did not.
Oh boy.
You're my favorite customer.
Wait, what? What about customers?
I did not have a... I did
Oh, hi,
not
Cat.
It's bullshit. I did not. I've had that.
with your numb tongue, it fits.
I've had that.
Did you know Tommy Wiseau did a series on Dark Souls?
He had a YouTube gaming series.
Yeah, just for a bit.
Yeah, nobody really watched it because it wasn't entertaining. Because
No,
he's
it
not
wasn't.
entertaining.
I just
Well,
thought that was weird. Anyway.
This probably wouldn't work, but my character is stubborn enough to at least try it. Can he reach the roots?
If you jump, yeah.
Or if you stand on Greg's corpse.
I'm gonna try to cast Tree Stride on the roots, which is a
Uh,
level 5 conjuration.
okay. So you start casting Tree Stride and immediately just black out and hit the ground.
No! Guys!
Both of your
Iteration
friends are
500
dead, Lauren.
of
I...
this.
Your friends
oh,
are
shit.
dead.
No, how could you? Don't leave me
There we
all
go.
alone.
I mean, with
the
that
flame
deception
drop too?
with that deception check, Alarin is very sure that
Okay, I'm sure that Greg is alive.
everybody knows that Greg is alive. People that don't know who Greg is are aware that he is alive.
Oh no!
So there's no person imprisoning us that's fooled at this point.
Yeah, the druids who are not paying any
But I
attention
have
to you
actually
guys are
harmed
very
myself.
aware that Greg is alive
Now,
right
is
now
he
and trying
blacked out?
very
Is
hard
it
to
as
fool
in
them.
unconscious from mana use?
Yeah.
Or...
My
Yeah.
performance is more convincing.
You know,
Because I-
Drez is
actually
actually
hurting myself.
like
Are you trying? Are you pulling my leg too? What?
I mean, I guess you're gonna have to do another perception check
Yeah, that's what.
or a medicine check or whatever.
Okay, it's
Okay.
a little bit better. No,
so. It does look like Drez just rapidly ran out of oxygen and then crashed back down to the ground.
wait, ran out of oxygen. What? Wait.
I don't think
Is
she
he
means
breathing?
literally.
No, but
Okay.
it was the closest thing I could think of.
Okay, so he just blacked out.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Tree Stride lets you meld into a tree and then warp out of another tree.
Oh.
And there's roots in here, so that was the attempt. But it's a level 5 spell, and using a cantrip used up a level 5 spell. So it's
So that would
probably
probably
very
level
extreme.
10. Yeah, it would be beyond one's capability at this point.
Should I spend all of my spells, Wander?
No. You just pass out when you fail.
right.
Oh no, Drez!
Well, one of us is unconscious and one of us is pretending to be unconscious. I assume Alarin doesn't have her Merrick portal or her rapier of
no.
dimensional destruction.
That would have been with all of my items. So, Greg, I think Drez is actually out.
Oh.
This is where we find out that when Wander was talking about being behind on a level creation, that he actually just made a room.
Shell and a couple of comments had mentioned that your characters like don't talk to each other, so I should force you into it. And I was like, well, I could just put them into a
But
room.
now everyone's just,
Joke's on you, I'm unconscious.
Drez? I nudged Drez with my foot. Drez? Alright. I'm gonna have to do something that I'm not gonna like,
Uh-oh.
and he's not gonna like.
Uh-oh, you don't mean CPR, do you?
Are you gonna Snow White?
We're gonna have to perform CPR. Alright.
Well, wait.
Strength check.
Wait, is this hard?
Wait.
No.
All right, you
no,
managed to
no, you're
manhandle Drez
break
back
his
into
ribs.
consciousness.
I take both of my hands, hold him above my head, and swing him down into his stomach.
I probably
Okay,
can't see
that's
anything.
not even
Roll-
where you, that's not even where you CPR
Roll one
someone.
die 4.
That's not even how you CPR. That's Heimlich. That's what you needed.
All right,
I'm with
Drez,
you.
you take 6 damage, but you are very much awake and very much winded.
Why are you always hitting me?
Oh my god, you're back to life. You don't want to know what I was going to do next.
Please stop giving me
Treat
holes.
Drez for hypothermia.
Ah,
I just want to imagine Greg's like medical knowledge involves if you can't hit them, then like just pick a disease at random and try and treat that.
This is where we find out that
Bound to
we
work.
we've failed this LucasArts adventure game, and that you have to load an old save because you had to have the vine spear in order to beat this level.
oh yeah, yeah.
Guybrush, what do we do?
They would have confiscated that too.
When I
though.
was designing this campaign, I was actually kind of tempted to set it up so that you could like save and load and like go back to stuff and like
Oh,
have
Jesus.
dead ends.
That would have been horrible.
Come
I'm glad you
on.
didn't do that.
The Undertale of D&D campaigns.
All right. So plan A didn't work. My master class in acting wound up not really leading anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any good ideas?
Well, unless we can find some way to communicate with, but they might just be powerless as well. Whoever's in the cell beyond.
R2, turn off the trash compactor.
All right. I'm gonna take one of the black crystals I got, and I'm gonna like really wang it into the wall.
Okay, make a strength check. Okay. So you more or less embed it back into the wall.
Wait, the wall is. Oh, okay.
Stones are harder than the wall.
I pull the stone out and I look at the hole I make.
It is. I mean, it's like you stuck like the top half of your thumb into the wall.
Oh, barely anything then.
Now,
We can
Alright.
hide it. We can work in shifts, and we can
Well-
hide the hole behind a poster.
because Drez got knocked out, the flame is gone, right?
But then we're gonna have
Oh,
to
yeah.
crawl. But then we're gonna have to crawl through a mile.
Yeah,
through
his
sewage.
concentration is most assuredly broke. We can't see shit anymore.
Well,
Talking about Shawshank.
can't.
Yeah, I know, I
can
know. We all get the reference. We saw the movie.
Yeah, I think Greg is the only one that has dark vision.
Yes.
Shit.
Well,
Well, making light hurt.
I will admit there is a small dim glow in the room now.
huh?
What?
From where?
The black crystals are a little bit less black.
Wait a minute. Did they suck our energies out?
We just need to keep casting spells. Quick, Drez, cast more level 5 spells.
Ah.
You keep casting, I'll keep Heimlichen. I mean,
I cast
CPR.
pass wall straight down.
Wait, but then you're gonna bury yourself.
All right,
Oh my
No.
god.
Drez, you are unconscious again, but it is brighter in the room.
God damn it.
This time around, though, you take some amount of damage from that massive headache.
We're really amplifying the why me-itude of this campaign.
You take
I
four
attempt-
damage as your migraine grows.
Ah.
Alright, the strength check of 11 was for more CPR.
Okay. Oh, that's significantly less damage, but you probably wake Drez.
Okay.
Now, is this just a glow
Drez, cast more level 5 spells.
being emitted from the crystals, or are the crystals actually changing color?
What's happening is like the crystals near where Drez casts spells, seem to like charge,
Huh.
Now the question.
and those give off light. It's not like all of them turn like a little bit less black, but like, one or two of them are kind of glowing now.
I wonder if we charge them enough, if we can actually use them as spellstones again, or if they're going to perpetually take our magic and we're doomed either way.
Are we learning
You know any
the
level
dark
5
secret
spells?
of spell crystals is that they're charged by spellcasters?
Ew, I don't want to think about that. So
Well-
I won't.
Well,
Spell crystals are people.
well, we already knew that the red ones were tainted with the blood of the beast, and the blue ones were just mined from the ground, unless they were like the crystallized essence of magic or people's souls or some other weird stuff. I actually will probably be shambling along the walls at this point if I'm... Actually, no, I can see. With the glow, I suppose.
Yeah, it's one of those where you kind of have to squint to see more than just like a fuzzy outline where people are. But like you can tell that you're not going to like walk on Drez or bump into Greg.
Okay.
Pass wall.
Oh god. There he goes.
All right. You pass out again and take 2 damage.
Meow.
Oh no.
The other 2. Oh my god.
Oh no, he's trying to...
Okay.
You pressed my dragon button. I'm a dragon now.
But then
I'm
we all
trying to
die
decide-
because you would just
I
fill up
feel
the
like
room.
that would probably trigger your breath weapon, maybe?
Oh Jesus.
No.
As the room fills with poison.
No, kill us.
Yeah,
Oh.
Drez just pukes poison all over the place. No, I don't know what happened. Yeah. roll 2 die 4, Greg. As everything
Okay.
just goes bad.
No, no.
What's the die for?
God.
Oh.
Okay. So, Drez, you take 11 damage. Everybody else has to make a con save.
Okay, Constitution, please.
Oh,
Life
fine.
is pain.
No.
Okay, Alarin, you take 14 damage from Drez poison.
Ouch. Actually, it would be more like a...
I'm starting to think you're not a licensed professional.
Oh, you're back up? I mean, yes.
I
of
mean,
course,
that
the
was a
doctor's
critical
in.
success.
I
Yeah,
tried
no.
to fluff my hair around my face to try to keep some of the...
Why are we acting
scent
like I'm
out.
the only one with spells?
I mean,
I think you might be the only one with L5s.
no, I have level 5 spells, it's just that I don't want to pass out too. Though maybe it's preferable to, choking on poison in my last moments. Let's see, because, I do have Dimension Door, but the thing is, I don't know where I would end up. I know that there's definitely another space on the opposite side of this wall, but once again, I'd pass out before I could go through.
Well, you'd pass out before the spell does anything.
Yeah, right.
You're most likely not going to mysteriously teleport yourself and be unconscious.
Right. That will not happen.
But I will literally kill myself at this rate.
No, I will.
The spell casting also hurts me. That's how this is stacking up great for me.
So, was it any spell above cantrips would just make us pass out?
Well, casting a cantrip cost me my highest spell slot.
Right, but what were all the other spells you cast? Were they level 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s?
Everything has been level 5.
Because I would like to see what the highest level spell we can cast is before we're spent. Let's see.
If a cantrip was
Those
5,
sounds like
then
that sounds like
level
rookie
1 should be
numbers.
a
You got to pump that
6.
shit up.
So,
I'm just trying to see what would be most beneficial if it actually goes through. Hey, there's always Cure Wounds. Shatter would be nice.
oh, Drez has a couple of those.
Greg should really be like trying to shovel his way through the wall.
My hands would get hurt.
We wouldn't want anyone to get hurt.
Greg actually looks almost insulted at the suggestion.
Drez looks
there's-
battered and bruised.
At least there's nothing sharp to throw in this room. Oh wait, there is, and he has them again.
Okay, guys, stand back. I'm gonna attempt to cast Shatter and see what happens.
That's the worst place to start.
Well, I mean,
It's the most dangerous spell you could start with.
on the opposite side of the room where the guy is scraping against the wall, that might make that explode. Well, what if it just makes the crystals explode?
Then we will create shrapnel in a 15-foot room.
Nah, that's true. Nah, that wouldn't be good.
It's literally the most dangerous spell.
Unless we had something to protect us at the same time, which we don't.
Well, has Alarn noticed that the crystals are changing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. I know that they...
Like the idea of overcoming them?
Well, the only thing I can think of is maybe charging one up enough or not.
Well, an idea is that if they are empty crystals that absorb energy, then maybe you can fill them, and then they can't absorb anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was trying.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
And it only involves several instances of friendly fire and battery.
Well, let's see.
It's like Heaven Sent from Doctor Who. Except he died every single time in that one.
Well, I'll just do Cure Wounds and see what happens. It's a first level spell. We haven't tried a first level spell yet.
Okay, you take
I take
3 damage as
damage.
you get a really bad headache.
Oh, ouch.
Greg holds up one CPR fist, notices that Alarn is still conscious, and then puts the fist down.
That was just a level 1 spell.
Yep, I know.
So, bad headache with a first level spell. What about a second level spell? I don't know if I want to risk getting
This
a headache.
hurt. Let's see what happens when we encourage the pain.
Well, what about the crystals? What do they look like? Are they slightly more luminous?
Slightly, yeah. You've got, what, 3 lit up so far?
Wait, completely lit?
No, they're like kind of partially lit.
But aren't there dozens embedded in the wall?
Yeah.
We're gonna be here for a while. It's gonna be a montage.
Well,
Of spells getting punched in the stomach.
Yeah.
Killing Drez to escape a room. Very successful.
I mean, you can eventually sleep to recover afterwards, and then go back to hurting yourself.
After a certain point, you guys are going to start starving.
Well, yeah. That's all the more reason to be working on this.
okay, well, maybe I'll detect magic. Will that...
Is that a level...
it's a 1.
That's
or
a level
2,
1?
2? Or maybe it's level... Yeah, no, it's a level 1 divination ritual.
Okay. So, it takes about... How long does it usually take to cast?
1 action.
Okay. It takes you about 10 minutes of, like, focused ritualizing to get that off.
Okay.
And you've got quite the headache by the time you're done.
Wait, did she say she was casting as a ritual?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't ritual casting normally take an entire hour?
It's like, this is a divination ritual casting time 1 action, according to the card. Range, self.
Let me double check.
I mean,
Yeah, detect magic is a ritual, and you do it in 1 action. You're probably thinking of like identify, which takes longer. Also, looks like Roll20 changed how their spell list is. It looks nicer now.
If you cast it as a ritual, then it's not 1 action.
no.
Detect magic
When something-
baseline is always a ritual.
No. It's normally 1 action. When something has the ritual tag, then you have the option to cast it as a ritual.
Let me look this up. I never looked at rituals that much. Let's see. Oh,
What I'm seeing
okay.
here is that a
The ritual
of a spell
version takes 10 minutes longer. So yeah, in this case, it takes you about an hour.
Wait, so if
Hour
I do
and
the
a half.
ritual version, would that be the one that doesn't use a first spell slot?
Correct.
Or do I just
Yeah,
use the first
if you-
spell slot?
If you use them as non-rituals, then they cast a slot.
Yeah.
But will that mean that because I'm not casting it as a spell, it means that I can cast it without...
Yes. So it is going to take you about an hour and a half.
All right. Well, I'll see if it's something that I can use. Have fun, guys. I'm just sort of meditating in the corner.
Greg and Drez, what do you guys do during the
the
hour and a half of Alarn doing something?
being in pain.
I'm gonna do the secret of my strength. Greg starts doing like intro level karate exercises, like stretches and like punches in random directions.
Crossed arms over the head, double elbow, high kick.
Yeah, stuff like that. And he goes like, "Wah."
Kaji Kempo Pinyon number 1.
He's like making like fake ninja noises to himself, like oh, stuff like that.
I lived that shit.
Yeah. I took a college course on it. It was bad.
I took Tai Chi. It was very relaxing.
I imagine if it was a college course, you just watch somebody else do it for like an entire 6 months, and that's it.
It was 3 months, and it was pretty much everything that I ever did in karate classes as a kid, but with a bunch of like, 20-something dudes. I could not take it seriously at all, which meant I was like the most juvenile out of everybody. And then the teacher was like, "All right, so for the final lesson, try and like hit me, just using what you've learned." And
does he
lesson 2
counter
was
everyone?
like self-defense, which was, karate is mostly kind of decorative. You can use it, but there are better things for self-defense, like kicking somebody in the nuts, for example. So I kicked him in the nuts.
What?
Oh,
In college?
Yeah.
What?
I kicked my karate instructor in the nuts, and he gave me an A and told me to never do that again.
What? You didn't tell me this
What do
story.
you think you were gonna do?
I don't know.
Like awkwardly punch at you at center mass?
Because I'd seen him flip a guy already, so I was just like, well, I'm just going to go with the easy option.
I mean, yeah,
Worked.
huh.
it's a reasonable place to start, especially when you know you're dealing with someone that's way more dangerous than you are.
Yep.
Now, did you just swish up? Did you like kick out, or like you know?
Was, so I used proper form, whatever, and then instead of, aiming for anywhere else, I aimed for the nuts, and he was not
While
ready for
screaming,
that.
Judas!
I'm kind of picturing Wander now starting his own school of karate that's entirely aimed at like nut kicking.
Kicking people in the
Roshambo.
nuts and poking them in the eyes. Yes.
It ends with him doing like a Van Damme split into two guys' crotches at the same time.
Wow.
Their belt would just have a built-in cup.
Oh no! The one weakness of our entire martial art.
The cod piece.
The cod kick.
Somehow the ball kickers just win every tournament.
Wanderbot versus like the
Nobody knows their
18th century
secret.
dandy.
Bold
The guy wearing a giant cod piece, and he's like, "Oh, you shall not defeat me."
I feel like this would be
Wow.
like the sequel to Dodgeball when like they get
Just
into
a
karate
sumo
instead.
wrestler, but his crotch thing's made of iron.
Yeah.
So apparently, this is what we do for an hour, while waiting for Alarm to charge a ritual.
Okay, so after Greg's vigorous exercises, and
If I rest for that amount of time, I can spend hit dice to get my health back.
this is true. So Lauren, you are now detecting magic, or in this case, the general absence of magic everywhere.
But what about the roof above us?
That's pretty magic.
Whoa.
You can actually see the stones are like kind of contrary to what you think, the stones actually seem to kind of be feeding into it. The stones that you have charged up have actually kind of bled back into the tree surrounding you.
Wait.
Oh,
So,
that's bad.
guys, the roots, they seem to be drawing energy from the crystals.
Oh, we're
We're feeding the tree.
oh, we're feeding the tree. That's gross and weird. They're trying to, like, kill us. We're doing exactly the wrong thing we should be doing.
Wait a minute, guys.
We all feed the tree eventually.
Oh, you and your druid. What? In any case, what if they capture people?
Are you planning on being cremated?
Shut up. Let her do her.
I'm talking about feeding trees.
Let her speak.
So, we know that the druids despise the inhabitants of the city. What if they've created just a series of, I'm not too familiar with how terrestrial beings plant.
What if you just
things
stab
like
the magic
flowers?
draining crystal into the tree?
I don't know. We could try. But what I was thinking is, what if they're capturing people, putting them in these contained cells, and if they're magic users, if they try to use magic, they're just feeding their...
Yeah, we've become food for the tree. Greg's gonna take the crystal and stab it into one of the roots.
It'll be like
Okay.
a tap.
With that, you managed to actually cut the root off. Like the base of it.
Hey, look at this.
Yeah, you got a club now.
I start using the root to whack at the other roots.
Okay. That's less effective.
When will this tree-on-tree violence end? If you put the crystal in the end of the root, you could use it as like a pick on the wall.
All right, I do the thingy that was just said
Wait, you're whacking the wall?
with the.
If he puts the crystal on the end, because the crystal's harder than the wall. So if he puts at the end of the stick, then he has a tool for like picking at the wall.
Fair enough. All right, so using
I'm a geologist.
using rudimentary tools, you actually are starting to chip away at the wall pretty
Most
effectively.
scale hardness.
About I want to say maybe a couple hundred swings in. I don't know how far you're going.
I'm going.
Yeah. After taking a serious dent out of the wall, the branch snaps.
Well,
Drez, your idea sucked.
well, there's more where that comes from, right?
Well, how deep did he make it?
You could probably he's probably like half a foot in.
Well, time to keep
That's not very
going.
much.
You don't know how deep the wall is.
Well, I mean, okay. How long did it take me to swing the pickaxe 100 times?
Well, okay, wait, guys.
Probably like 5 minutes.
Let's listen.
All right.
How long do you think it takes to swing it?
I mean, you could probably swing it like 10 times a minute
Because you could probably keep cutting
if you're like
more.
amazing.
What about the scraping sound from the other side?
Okay, the scraping noise is much louder.
Whoa.
You're telling me that a bugbear that has like a strength stat that like is twice that of a normal man can't swing more than like once every 16 seconds?
Oh my god. I reach up and try to peel off another root.
Okay, you snap it right off.
I will annoy you into action.
And I've been working on the railroad.
I mean, we just
All
waited.
livelong
We just
day.
waited for her for like an hour.
Okay. So this time around, the branch doesn't break. The crystal shatters.
Well, we have more of those too.
I pull out one of my other 3 crystals.
Okay.
And put it back in there.
Okay. So
Yeah.
after about 2 or 3 cycles of this, because I'm not going to make you roll at this point, you're adept at smacking wall and breaking
He has
roots.
absurd stats.
Yeah. So
and
after
pummeling lizards.
after
Thank
yeah.
you.
After cycling between beating Drez, grabbing roots, and digging at the wall, you finally get a hole that you could probably get like maybe an arm through if you wanted to.
Okay, well, first, let's try to see if we can communicate with whomever is on the other side.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna see if I can shapeshift.
Or
No.
that too, but
I'm gonna.
you don't know who's
I'm
over
gonna
there.
tiny lizard. What happens?
Okay, you
Well, the hole
try
is
and
over on the
turn
left.
into a tiny lizard.
Oh,
Is
the
yeah,
hole.
it's that hole.
That's the hole.
okay.
Is that a magical thing or
Oh yeah,
It's not a
shape
spell.
shifting is just
I think it's an ability of his.
it's like an innate
3rd edition was better about these things because it would actually list it as supernatural. And I don't know if it still is. Nope, this is magically assumed.
Oh, you magically assume forms.
Yeah, so you kind of just curl up on the floor and go back to sleep.
Ah,
Just curls up in a ball and just says,
I can't even druid.
Yeah, the more you try, the
Move.
more foggy you get.
This could have solved all our problems.
Hey,
Hel-
anyone out there?
Hello?
Hello, 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 hello. Oh, God, no.
Arm just goes straight through the hole and just starts like digging at the hole from your side.
I start dragging Drez across the room. Actually, do I even have the strength for that?
Cool.
Unbelievable.
Now the hole will widen itself.
I'm weak.
The one,
Dress
I
is
picked a
like
direction that leads to a cell full of zombies. God damn it.
Or it could be a hallway full of zombies.
Drez is too heavy.
It could be the
that's
outside
true.
full of zombies.
we
It's
don't.
true. Well, I mean, the jail wouldn't be guarded by zombies. This isn't Dark Souls.
There could just be zombies.
Or the people could have perished on the other side and then become zombies.
Like, yeah, they could have not escaped because they weren't
gonna
proactive
break
enough with
the
their
arm.
picking because they were too lazy.
I'm breaking
Okay.
the arm that's through the hole.
So you
Ah.
are you grabbing it or are you just working on the railroad?
I'm yellow belt karate chopping.
Okay.
Ah.
Roll damage.
All right. That seems fair.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably enough. You karate chop straight through the elbow. And now you have a wiggly arm.
Ew.
Let that be a lesson to you. No one reaches into Greg's
But
holes.
wait, didn't it speak? Didn't it say yes, or was it just like?
If I learned anything from Cloverfield, you can ask that arm questions and it'll help. It'll write them for you.
I never saw that part of Cloverfield. Anyway,
The new movie's so bad.
Oh, I
I'm
was actually
gonna-
considering seeing the Cloverfield Paradox, but then I was like,
well, in for a penny, in for a dollar. Let's go ahead and give this a holler. And I grab another tree branch, or tree root if possible, and start wailing on the north wall.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping my
It's
distance.
like, my bad,
from
wrong way.
Looking at the undead, is it really just an undead, or is it sentient? Hello?
You see an arm stump wiggling in the hole.
But there's no creepy crawly worms.
No,
Working
it
at
looks
it.
very dry.
I'm sure this smells great.
Well,
It smells like
probably smells less toxic than
it smells mostly
what
earthy
emerged from
more than
your
anything else.
bowels.
I guess we did spew poison at them as a result.
Where did you put the
No,
arm in
no.
the room, by the way?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
it's still
the
moving.
Oh,
fart
I
has,
left it on
like-
the ground.
Okay, it's
Now the
still
fart has
it's
more
like doing
room to
something.
fill.
I'm not really sure what it's doing.
Is it wriggling? Is
Yeah,
it,
it's still
Writhing.
going. Like it's reaching as though we're still connected.
no.
Like
I
cousin
start
Dit.
like kicking at it.
I'm gonna grab the elbow and like hold it kind of towards Drez's face.
What?
You can pick your friend's nose with a borrowed arm.
Why would you need an arm for that?
Because I'm not. Ew.
That is not at all hygienic.
How'd
Greg.
you ruin it? How'd you
I-
make this weird?
It's to-
I
Throw
don't
the arm
understand.
on.
I don't understand any of the logic there.
I throw the arm on Drez.
Dress is unconscious.
No, I,
Drez, you wake up as spiders start crawling over your body.
Oh!
Night terrors. I'm not even safe in my dreams.
Not when I'm around.
Then you wake up and it's not spiders. It's a limb. Good morning.
Anyway, I go back to picking at the north wall.
Okay. So, as you start picking at the north wall and like looking at the roots, you only actually have about 2 roots left that you could use for this. So you
Now,
could
I s-
only get through the north wall barely before you run out of serviceable tools.
That is fine.
Okay. So, let me roll 2 things. Okay. So you are, I'd say, about 2/3 of the way through the wall when this guy busts through.
Oh shit!
Ah!
Oh. No one noticed the wall was opening?
Nope.
I didn't.
I
I
was
thought it
like,
was just an arm
on
wriggling through the small hole.
X number, they will bust through the wall, and then they did.
Well, that'll give us more space. But
And
also, we don't have any weapons.
anywho, you have
We got
you have a
2
one-armed
guns right here.
you have a
Also, I was
one-armed
prone.
zombie in your cell with you, and Lauren, you spot that there's at least one more in the other cell.
Oh no, guys. There's more of them.
Trez, your idea was so stupid. I can't even begin to explain to you how stupid this is going.
I got us through a wall.
I punched the zombie.
Roll for initiative. Then you can punch the zombie.
I
Okay.
clearly got us through a wall because I'm a genius.
A wall that leads to zombies.
Well, that's not important.
It's very important.
Okay. Let's see. So Drez, you go first.
Nah, I have to stand up for... I guess that's only half a move in action nowadays, huh? Didn't standing up used to be like an action or something? Like it was brutal? Earlier
It
D&D.
used to be a whole move action. I think it's still a move action. There used to be whole feats for getting back up when you're prone. And, like, there was, like, a monk, not subclass in 3rd edition, but, like, a prestige class, about, like, doing drop kicks and whatever, and, like, falling prone and then getting back up again before anybody could hit you. It was wild. And terrible, but mostly wild.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you doing, Drez?
I'm trying to double check to see... Okay. So lizard folk bite is 1d6 plus strength.
Yes.
Yep, you have a
I've never
natural attack.
I've never meleeed before, so I have to look up how to attack as my character. Which is funny.
Oh, standing for
I-
prone is half a move action now. That makes sense.
Like I have a dice roll in here for how to bite as a dragon, but not how to bite as a lizard man because I've never done it. Let's see, and it is piercing.
I actually designed
go.
this level a long
Bite.
time ago.
Oh
Wow.
Oh, no.
Listen, I'm warming up.
Well, it's probably super disgusting.
Wow.
How
Fixing your
what
mouth
would
onto
you
a decayed...
you
How do
I
you...
think I like headbutt the opposite wall.
I think you get a mouthful of something. I think you in the dark
Grapefruit.
because you can't see much at all. You find one of Greg's discarded tree branches thinking it's like the zombie, and now you've got like you look like a dog with a stick in its mouth, and you're very like contentedly gnawing away on it, thinking that you are helping the cause.
They're all
Lauren,
good boys.
Okay, well, I do want to pick up one of the broken tree branches and use it as a kind of
club.
dagger or club, yeah. So I'm going to pick up one of those. And can I smash it in the head?
You can attack it.
All right. What kind of attack roll should I do for that? What's unarmed? Or
It's a
with
die
the club?
20 plus dex, or just roll like a dex melee attack. Or a strength melee attack.
Oh right, my strength's too high.
Okay, so I'll just roll a die 20. Is that good enough to hit?
Yes, that is. It's a die 6 plus
die-
strength damage.
Plus strength, so that would be like a 2. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, so that's 5. And I'm trying to clobber its skull in.
Okay. Greg, it's your turn. You have a branch. You have a
Lauren has
club.
the arm?
I
have a
have a
club,
branch.
even better.
Yeah.
Okay. Branch of thwack.
But does his still has the crystal in it, so it's probably
Yeah,
more
so it
potent.
does a this is like not a small thing. It does a die 10 damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
There we go.
If I
Just
hit.
set my
You
strength
do
back to
hit.
16.
It's not a very these are probably going to be the weakest enemies you guys will run into in the campaign. Maybe kind of sort of.
Otherwise, they would kill us
Yeah.
because we can't cast spells or have equipment.
Yep.
Is that 1d10 plus my strength mod
Yes.
or anything?
Yeah,
or-
it is plus your
Okay.
strength.
So that's plus another 5.
Okay. Okay, so
And
he goes down.
It would have been such great karma
Yeah.
if I bit Greg.
extra attack.
I would have considered it, but he wasn't near you. Okay. Oh yeah, you do have the arm. Okay, so you clobber the guy in the back.
Oh, you can use the arm as an improvised weapon.
You
Had
can
to.
if you really
Oh,
wanted to.
This is full Mortal Kombat. Oh wait, I have a weapon now.
Yep.
You have the stick in your mouth.
Yep. Okay, so the zombie's gonna walk forward and 1, 2 hits you for. You take 3 damage as he claws at you with one of his arms.
Oh no, 3 damage.
Okay, and Drez, it's your turn.
Ah, there's more.
Said there was at least one in the other room.
We're gonna. Actually, I can't reach anything, huh?
You can hit the guy that's in front of Greg. Like, you can attack around corners.
Yum.
Okay.
That's better.
Yeah, that's 5.
But gross.
And Lauren.
This was a bad idea.
Okay, I'll try smacking him too. Okay, let's see. Do 20. Ah, I nat one.
Okay.
How?
You
My God.
probably...
We're the worst, best, worst.
Did I accidentally? Like,
Yeah, you probably bonked Greg at that point.
Oop. What do I have to roll damage?
Die 6 plus strength.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's too dark. I can barely see anything.
Oh, yeah. I should probably actually have Drez and Lauren. You guys probably have disadvantage on these.
Oh yeah, because you can't see shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm proficient at biting or not.
You are proficient at biting.
There's so many questions to have about how this works.
You are absolutely proficient in your own mouth.
Mouth proficiency. That just sounds naughty.
Okay, so Greg, you take 4 damage as Lauren hits you in the wrist.
Ow.
Oh, stop it, you big meanie.
Oops.
Does he have a check for being disarmed?
I don't think so. If she rolled max damage, maybe I consider it. Anywho, Greg, it's your turn.
I will be the better person and look past the grievance that just came from Alarin. And critical hit on this guy.
God damn.
Okay,
What do I roll? 3d10?
2d10.
2d10. Okay.
Well,
Damn.
zombie goes down.
And we got attack number 2.
All right, roll damage.
I should just press the up button.
Okay. Sleepy. Listen to sleepy music. Anyway, so he is going to step on top of his friend's corpse and he is going to try and claw at you as well. He hits once, right?
Well, without our armor, what
I don't have any
happens?
armor. My AC is 13.
Okay, yeah. So you can hit
I
once
have
for
all
5
my
damage.
armor.
Oh no. Oh no. That's so
Your
much
AC is
damage.
13?
He's got a decent dexterity from what I remember. If I recall,
17.
I rolled really high on Greg's stats, and then Bird saw that and was like, I'm going to re-roll some of these at least.
I'm kind of our tank now.
All right, Drez.
Continued biting. Oh.
What about
the
seeing?
prompt for disadvantage. There it is. Oh, disadvantage sad.
Well, I still clock him for 8.
Took my crit away from me. That's interesting. You can tell it to prompt you every time for advantage or disadvantage. And a pop-up happens.
Okay, Alarin?
I really feel bad for hitting Greg accidentally last time, but I'm still gonna try to contribute to the effort. So I suppose I'll roll this twice. Aw, too bad. I rolled the 2.
I'm helping.
So
Yep.
I miss entirely and
Greg.
smack the wall.
I like how we both critically missed and Greg crit.
Okay, and no matter what, Greg kills the thing.
Woohoo!
And no more zombies climb in through the hole.
I march triumphantly to the other side.
Okay, so it is a...
I'm so pissed off.
Wait, but what's up with this
Are
one?
We
you
did it.
kidding me?
Why isn't it coming towards us?
No. He's down. He got knocked back.
No.
Oh.
He got anime knocked back
Yeah.
into the wall.
I mostly just didn't want a bunch of zombies stacked on top of each other. However, much to
I throw up.
Greg's very vocal disappointment, it is
Another sealed cell.
it is another sealed cell. It looks like these 3 guys had been in there for a lot longer than you guys had. And this is the lengthy end result.
Please don't draw a pukey pile, Driz.
I look
Oh.
I look around because this is probably still 10 minutes hasn't elapsed, just to see if there's anything different about this room.
Okay, so
Time to go to the not pukey room.
let's see.
I have to use the pickaxe in this room. Why'd you puke in here?
Because
Oh,
I
the
ate
wor-
zombies.
So unlike the last one, these guys actually had some stuff on them.
Oh.
There's a short sword, a long sword, and a set of chainmail. They're kind of rusty, and they get a -1 penalty on their effects. Rusty, they're out of repair, but they're better than what you're wearing if you're looking for more equipment.
Okay, well, I'll take one of the swords. If it's anything like my other sword. What kind of attack roll should I put on it?
It's just roll a die 5.
Oh, okay.
Or die 6 -1. Probably die 6 -1 because that makes
An
more
old
sense.
sword.
And the longsword is die 8 -1. Anyway, so it does look like these guys had been digging their way out to some degree. So you do actually have a partially completed hole going to the west, so to the left.
All right.
So going that way is probably a good idea because if you're dealing with the internal shape of a building, going in a straight line would get you out the fastest. You
Well,
have the best chance of escaping
I'll
the
say
size, as opposed
we're
to
gonna
going
wind
in
up in another
circles.
cell. We're gonna wind up in another cell. I
Isn't
start
this entire
pickaxing-
campaign a series of cells?
I start pickaxing.
Even the
pickaxing
city's in a
this wall.
cell.
Okay, so you bust through the wall with relative ease. These guys had done a fair job of wearing away at it, and they severely lacked your bugbearian strength.
What about
And-
the tree in this room?
Okay. So as Greg is mining away, you've noticed that this room is actually much more overground. The roots, there are dozens of them, and they go floor to ceiling, and into the ground as well. And it looks like
Every
it's
room we break into, we get more roots to use as clubs.
yes, you have at least probably about 20 serviceable clubs if you were so
I'm gonna
inclined.
break off a shillelagh.
And what,
Okay.
And what is the current state of the crystals in this particular room?
The crystals in this room are actually significantly fewer. It looked like none of these guys were spellcasters. In fact, as you step away from your cell, you are already feeling like you could maybe cast up to a level 3 spell without problems.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Anything more than that might give you a bad headache, though.
Well, let's look through my level 3 spells.
Okay,
That gives us options.
So, Greg,
Not the best ones, but some.
you make your way through, and you see a... Actually, no, you can see a cross. This time, it's not a room, and there's no arm that pokes through.
Is that a hallway?
Yeah.
Improvement.
Okay.
Improvement.
Kinda.
Except I don't see. I just see the shock on Greg's face. Or
Yeah,
can
Greg,
we...
busts out the wall.
we
It's
not
like,
really see
yes!
that well
Turns left.
still?
Shit!
I'm gonna make light so that I can actually see, because that's been an issue. 10 feet.
The plan worked.
Okay. The zombies roll a nat 20.
Oh, jeez.
So they're going to pounce.
Whoa.
Were they nat 20ing their initiative?
Yeah.
Initiative, yeah. So they get an extra attack.
Okay, so it hits you and then it flings its weapon past you. So you take 9 damage as you get clubbed by what looks to be like a rusty mace.
Ow.
And then the other ones just kind of line up behind it, being like, because they can't get at
Probably
you.
shambling over its shoulders, trying to get in edgewise.
Okay. Drez, it's your turn.
I can... Ooh. I think I'll be able to do a nasty.
Yeah, so I wouldn't. Well, he does that. I didn't have time to draw it, but these guys have like plants and stuff growing out of them.
Ew.
Yeah, these look like the end result.
Oh, fun. Unfortunately, Blight is a 4th level spell, so I can't one-shot them with my mind. Okay, I just had to double check that because I thought I had leveled up a thing on accident for when I cast it as a higher level for the macro, and I was worried. So I am going to temporarily occupy Greg's square for my attack, and lightning bolt.
Okay, they are not so great at those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. So all the first 3 fail and take 27 damage. And then the last one takes what? 13?
It's half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels good to attack again. All I had to do was puke in the corner to give us encouragement to escape.
Okay.
That was the master plan.
Lauren, it's your
Good
turn.
incentive. Okay, so I see that they're currently royal in battle. I'm going to stab this guy. I suppose that's
Okay.
what I can do for now.
Roll to hit.
Okay, that. Does it hit?
You need to include your bonuses.
Oh, what bonus do I add to die 20 for the hit?
Have you ever rolled a melee attack before?
Is it going to be dex or strength?
Yes.
Okay. So the modifier.
Well, strength for most weapons, dex for finesse weapons.
Yes. So if you're using a short sword, which counts as a finesse weapon.
Okay. So that means it would be a 14.
Okay. That's not true.
Really? I have a
You
modifier
add your
of 3.
proficiency.
Oh, proficiency?
Yes.
Oh,
You're probably proficient with swords, right?
Yeah.
Is everyone proficient with swords?
Yeah. Bards are proficient with a fair bit of stuff. They're like kind of the weird hybrid mage rogue.
Yeah, I was trying to think of if anyone's not proficient with swords.
so would I have even,
I think your character isn't. I could be wrong.
even more?
Oh, yeah,
added on
bards
to
are
that?
proficient with simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords.
Yep.
Does that give me an additional point or something?
It means you
It's-
get to
you add
use
your
your proficiency.
Do you know what your proficiency score is?
For dex, I know it, but wait.
No, your proficiency score. It's that table on your level up screen. Every time you level up your character, it tells you what your proficiency is.
Oh, that one. I haven't looked at it in ages, though.
It goes up when you level up, so you should probably pay attention
It
to
affects most of the things you do.
it. Yeah, it's actually probably
it affects
one of the most
it
important
affects the
numbers.
outcome of every role in the entire game that you're proficient in, including ability checks to attacks to spellcasting.
Okay, because our sheet actually upgrades that every time we level up.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually had to deal with.
We're at 10th level. It's +4.
Okay, I was thinking it was still a +3, but if it's +4, then that means it really would only be one more than what I thought it was.
No, it wouldn't be.
No, because you also add your strength check.
So
Or your
I
dexterity,
add
I
the
mean.
3 and then the 4. So then it would be 7 more, so it'd be 18.
So your strength is 16?
Oh, but I thought you were saying that we were dex.
What's your... Oh, yeah, it is your dex. I'm sorry.
Right,
Keith
so
said
my
strength.
dex is
Confused
16.
me. Okay, yeah, so it would be +7.
Okay. So that means it'd be an 18. So that means I definitely hit, which means now I roll a... It was a die 6 minus 1.
Yes. Plus your dexterity.
Plus dexterity would be an extra 3. So then it would come out to 7.
7 damage. Okay, so you kill him.
Sorry about all that. I didn't know that being without our usual weapons is going to be...
Don't rely too much on the macros, because it makes you inflexible. It's best to know what your proficiency is, like what kind of your basic
that's where
attacks
it says
are.
proficiency bonus on my sheet.
Joke's on you. I just write the macro on the fly.
I mean, that works too. But like, if you have to change that macro and you don't know how to, you're in trouble.
I actually frustratingly I ran out of macro slots.
Oh, really?
So you have to pay to get more or something?
No, I have to delete one.
Oh, you can't even do that.
Yeah, I think the
That
character
sucks.
sheet just has limits. Because you guys...
Well, I mean, like, yeah, you only can have 6 weapons on your character,
Yeah.
but I have Pike, Dragon Bite, Dragon Claw, Dragon Tail, Oni Focus.
Well, you might as well
then
get rid of your
normal bite.
pike, because I don't think you've
Yeah.
ever swung it.
I need to replace that with club, but I don't know. What's the stats on our club? Is it just a normal club?
Yeah. Die 6, use strength. Okay. Greg, it's your turn.
And
Yeah.
with all the bonuses and stuff, that should hit.
Uh,
Alright,
with all the bonuses? No, you miss.
oh,
Like, these guys have armor on.
this has it baked in. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind. Well, I'm gonna use Shocking Grasp,
Okay.
which I need to roll to hit with a melee spell attack. So that should just be another strength check, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough to take him
Probably
out.
close enough. Yep. Okay. And all right, fine. And then due to the fact that I have war magic, I can now throw an extra attack in.
What? No, you started with an attack. You've done 2.
War magic lets me use a bonus action to make a weapon attack after I used a previous action to cast a cantrip.
But what was your first action? What was the very
Isn't it?
first roll?
It was an attack.
Yeah, so you did your attack and your spell already. You don't get 2 attacks and a spell, you get 1 attack and a spell.
I do.
You missed, and then you
Hey.
cast your spell.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I'm proficient with clubs.
All right.
No, I feel bad about, like, all the rules.
Because effectively, otherwise, you'd only be able to just cast the spell. But this way, you can cast a spell and then attack, or I don't mind if you do an attack and then cast a spell. But you're conjuring a third attack here, Bird, and I'm confused. Unless
I'm trying to read on how the war magic and extra attack works.
we established this last time, so usually casting a spell costs you 1 action.
Yeah.
So your normal attack action. However, because of war magic or whatever, you can also fit in a melee attack on top of that. It doesn't mean that you get a third spell, and the spells don't take they don't take the place of a regular attack. You have to cast a spell,
Oh, I
and then you
see.
just get a bonus
I
attack on
see.
top of that.
I see how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cannot sacrifice the extra attack to cast a cantrip.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yep. Anyway, so they are going to move forward and start club lubbing. Well, actually, they have like long swords and stuff. What are they?
Oh shit! I forgot how good
Oops.
Warcaster is
Nope,
because
that's the wrong one.
it's on my to-do list of feats
Yeah.
because it gives you advantage on concentration.
Yeah, war magic's great. I'm trying to use it more
and
often.
You use attack spells as attacks of opportunity.
Oh, I guess I already rolled
Yep.
damage. You get stabbed for 6 damage.
Oh no. Ouchie.
The good news is we're allowed to cast healing spells now.
Yes. Okay.
Also, I can make good berries if we need to not starve.
Drez, your turn.
Oh yeah, we were never gonna starve. I just remembered.
Oh, good berries are a cantrip?
Let me double check.
I thought they were level 1.
They might be level 1.
Because good berry, well,
Yeah, it's first level.
Yeah, 'cause
well, now we can't starve.
good berries used to
Because we're able to cast
heal.
level
I
1
don't know if they
spells.
still do.
Yeah, they heal you. They heal you a little bit, but the big thing is they give you like a day of food
Yeah.
for each berry.
Okay.
They're like mega rations.
So what are you gonna do? You got 2 zombies left.
We can use that as the in-universe explanation of why we stopped caring about food.
True.
Because we have a druid that can conjure infinite food in this campaign.
Though, wouldn't eating berries just be lacking in particular
They're
nutrients?
magic berries.
Yeah, they are magic berries. These things are
Yeah, they're senzu beans.
Yeah.
Except without the part where they make you instantly
fully
strong
healthy.
again.
They just give you instantly partially
yeah,
healthy.
They don't magically heal you. They just make you unstarvable.
Well, no, I think it still heals you for a die 4. It's you have the very
Yeah.
like inferior
The
version.
senzu beans heal you by like a die infinity, and then also make you a Super Saiyan, and also magically make the enemy weaker apparently, because then that's usually the final arc.
I would still be, I don't know, the monotony of just eating a particular berry. Can you make them in different flavors?
Schnozberries.
I'm sorry,
Only.
was not dying in a box bad for
It's
you?
okay. It's okay. She's just gonna be a begging chooser. It's
Just
fine.
gonna like complain about not dying in a cell. I'm gonna produce flame because these guys don't seem worth more spell casts.
I'm actually just
Okay.
reminded of...
You clobber down the top one. Wow. That does that actually does damage now.
I'm just reminded of a short story my friends and I were writing where we would pass the book around
Lauren,
and
it's your turn.
each write a chapter. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, round
And-
robin's good.
And one of our characters could just magically concoct pies. So we were thinking about it and we're like, hey, throughout our adventure, what have our characters eaten? And we realized that the only meals that they've ever had have been pie, and likely between...
Ew.
Yeah, they just ate pies forever.
Oh yeah, subtract 5 from that, and that's the real number.
Well, you still take it out.
Yeah. The 2d8 part is accurate because that's based on my level, but the plus 5 is based on the bracers that you magicked up.
Yeah, that you don't have.
That I don't have right now.
Yep.
Okay, my turn. I don't know. Can I squeeze past Greg?
Yeah, you
and-
can push past Greg if you want to.
Okay. I'm going to try stabbing him again.
That was a really good roll, though.
So that means it's a die 20, and then I do the +3? Or is it going to be the +7? Because that's what you told me to do last time.
You're doing a melee attack? Mm-hmm. Then and the attack roll is +7.
Yeah.
Okay, you stab him.
Okay, I stab him. And then I stab him for die 6 -1. And then I believe it was going... What?
Don't you add...
But then I add the extra
dex
stuff,
to Yeah, so you
then
do
it would've
3
been
damage
extra
to him.
3. So it would just
Yeah.
be 3 damage.
Okay. Greg, it's your turn.
Almost got another 0.
I push. Ah.
Okay.
Is that enough?
Yeah, oh yeah,
I
that's
can't do
enough.
Anything else?
That's enough.
Yay! Well, Drez, your stupid plan led to stupid zombies 2 times in a row,
Well,
but at least it kind
are
of
you gonna
worked
roll
this
it
time.
damage? You hit
Oh, I thought he was
You
dead.
hit him?
I am a
You
mastermind
can't
that
just
brings us
flex
only
at
victory.
things and watch them die.
I mean, he does. And has and will.
True.
All right. Is he dead
Yeah,
yet?
now that
No.
is actually a perfect roll to take him out.
I deal with this shit from Drez. I deal with it from God. I'm gonna open this door.
It's locked.
You don't?
Wait,
do you
no, I'm
even
not.
believe in
I'm
God?
gonna
Well,
I'm gonna do what I'm
stealthily
supposed to do the whole time.
peer
I'm gonna
around
inspect
the
the corpses
corner.
that we just killed
Okay.
and try to find the items.
Well, yeah. We need to find if they have any equipment.
Well,
on
they
them.
do have some of them have
For
shields.
you weird equipment.
They have
users.
less shitty versions of the longsword, so you have regular longswords if you want them.
Okay.
And more chainmail if any of you guys want chainmail.
Gross metal.
So I peer around the corner.
Okay.
24.
You
Stealthily.
can't see anything. It's pretty dark.
Ha! My character doesn't even.
Oh
know
wait,
how
no,
to use swords.
shellcast light. I forgot about
I have
that.
light around me right now, so I
Okay,
can
cool.
see what's in the light. at
So
the very
you can
least.
see there's a hallway turning left, and then there's a hallway going up ahead. And so the party secures at least a modicum of freedom from the Reclaimer's dungeon. But what awaits them in the other cells, and what awaits them in the darkened corridors of the prison? Well, I guess you'll just have to find out by looking at the map that I've got revealed for all of you. Or next time on Dungeons & Dragons Grave of Man.